Welcome everybody to my live stream. Happy Saturday, everybody. I'm going to post the link in chat. Priscilla was supposed to come up today, but I haven't heard from her. So I don't know if we're going to have a co-host today. But I'm going to try and pin the link. Okay. Just give me a minute. Welcome, Olivia. Sandy Farrell. Good morning. Olivia Farrell. Furlos Aquatics. Edgar Reyes. And Dave Farrell. And good morning, Mr. Manifesto. I'm going to try and pin the link, but it's not letting me put it in the chat. My blackworm culture is doing good. I have a small culture in the fridge, and they've actually been breeding. So I've been feeding some of the blackworms to our betas as well. And the one that's in my bedroom, that one's it's doing good. It doesn't smell, which is awesome. And I don't know if they've been breeding because I've only did one water change so far. But there's still some of them that are alive. So that's good. Welcome, Petroman. So okay, Jess. Can any of you see the StreamYard link? There we go. It says it's pinned now. So that's good. We went to the fish store yesterday and we got some more fish tanks because they were on sale. We got 3 more 10 gallons and 1 20-gallon high. That was fun. We got another beta. I'm pretty sure that beta's deformed, but she's beautiful. And I'm gonna have discus in my tank, 3 discus in my discus tank on Tuesday. So I'm excited for that. My mother got me 2 swords for that tank. So now there's a couple more plants. And panda cories, which I don't know if panda cories can stay in the high temperatures. I also have 2 albino cories in there. But they seem to be doing good. Good morning, Greg the Guppy Guy, Geek Boy. Good morning, good morning. So I don't know if any of you know, because I know that I told the story. I did a short on it, but my guppies had babies, and then they had more babies recently, so now I have like 30 guppy babies on top of the ones that I had originally had growing out. Welcome to Backwards Fish Room. So now I have like 35 guppies that I'm growing out. And the new ones, they're like really, really small. And they're kind of scattered out. There's like 3 left in that tank. There's 2 in one of our shrimp tanks. No, there's not 2. There's definitely not 2. I don't know why I said 2. There's 10 medium-sized ones. Welcome.
There.
There's 10 of the medium-sized baby guppies. in one of our shrimp tanks, and then there's like 12 to 15, more like 15 to 17 in the other one. And then there's already like 5 guppies that I originally had growing out. So now I have right around 30, 35 babies. And then my mother has swordtail fry that she's had, and they haven't grown very fast. There was like 80 of them, but now there's close to 40. They're looking at racks to put the tanks on for our kitchen, to put the 20-gallon saltwater tank, and then a 10-gallon beta tank, and then a 5-gallon beta tank, and then the 10-gallon baby tank, where we're going to put a sponge filter in it, and then we're going to put all the babies in the 10-gallon. Good morning, Patty. Petroman said you could try 82 to 84 degrees. My Amazon swords and crypts do good at 85 degrees with discus. Yeah, the only thing that I don't know about is the panda cories, because there's 2 panda cories in there right now, and I think that they have to have like 77 degrees. So I don't know.
Sorry.
So I don't know if they're gonna be okay in 85 degrees. I want to have the tank at 86 degrees. I know Petroman said that he has the green cories in his 90-gallon discus tank. And we have green cories, but they're already in their homes. So I'm wondering if the albino cories would do good. But the panda cories are the only things that I'm scared about raising the temperature to. I have it down at 82 right now, only because I was waiting to stream to see if anybody knew what temperature panda cories had to live at. Good morning, S and FNS Fish Room. Petroman said, Brian, do you buy your black worms on the East Coast? I buy them at my local fish store. If that answers your question. But I buy them at my local fish store. It's $2.38, I think. It might be $2.50 for like a scoop that big of black worms. And if you saw when I was setting up the black worm culture, that there was quite a lot of black worms. That was 3 scoops of black worms. So there's quite a lot of black worms that I had. If that answers your question, I buy them at my local fish store. The local fish store is like 45 minutes away from me. Petroman said, I have 2 green cories in both my 90-gallon discus tanks. They are fine with high temps and breed. Okay. Yeah, I googled what temperatures panda cories have to live at, and it said, I think it said 68 to 77. Here, let me look it up. $72 to $77. Yeah, my discus tank is definitely not that. But they might be fine because it says green cories should live 60 to 75 degrees. So if Petroman has his green cories in his discus tank, I think that the panda cories should be fine, hopefully. Okay, sorry. My cat is hitting my air pump. But it's my cat. She makes like a special appearance quite often. I don't know how long we're gonna go for. Priscilla was supposed to be on, and she was only going to be on here for 45 minutes. That's why it's called Saturday Short Stream. But I haven't heard from her this morning. I can't wait to show my discus tank to everybody. It's going to be fun. I like it. I'm really happy with how it looks. I do have to clean the sponge filters because when I put the new substrate in, it really, I stirred up a whole lot. Skechers the hamster. She's so cute. I helped. I'm not gonna say what when we were talking, I could agree with but I really like the specific time that touch your own back.
You froze up on my screen. And I can't hear anything you're saying.
But I think they're gonna look nice. Could be like Drew. Like, this is kind of nice. Here. A dark color. This is being really light. so I can see the chat. A minute and back in, because I'll just re-say what I was saying. So I'm not going to say what kind of discus that I want to get, only because I want to keep that a secret
Oh, that seems to be
until
working
the
better.
video on Tuesday. But I do like the dark discus that I found. I mean, they're beautiful. The ones that I just delete the pinned message. Hold on.
Good morning.
Morning, Jess.
Hey, okay. Is Bree froze? You're muted, Dave. You know? Good morning, everyone in chat. Furlough, S, Icarus, Miss Sandy, Petro Man, Old Mama.
Hi, Jess.
How do I do it with only a couple of hours sleep? I don't know. Maybe it's called Red Bull. Which will make me get old fast by continuing to do this, but I don't know what else to do right now. I like that style, Dave. That's makes me want to chop my head. What's going on, Bree? Good morning.
Welcome, Jess. There's not a lot going on this morning.
Me? It just don't stop. It keeps going even when I'm asleep. I just got to catch back up to it when I get up.
So discus are going in the discus tank on Tuesday.
What? Sweet.
I'm really excited.
Monsters and coffee. Yeah. Guess what I got last night?
What did you get?
So I went to Petco and I got a 40 breeder for my
Hey, we
discus.
went to Petco yesterday. We got 3 10-gallon tanks and a 20
Okay.
high. We were about to get a breeder.
Did y'all get the 75% off, or did y'all only get the 50% off? I can't hear you.
I think my mother got 25% off.
Not 50. She should have gotten 50% off in the store.
I think my mother got 25% off.
Okay. So see, I tried to get that.
Nope. I don't.
The other 25% off, but they wouldn't let me do it. They said that there's no way that you can do that. Either you buy, you can't, there's no way to call in and buy for pickup, curbside pickup and get an additional 25% off. They say you have to do that online. I said, okay, well, I'll do it online. And he said, but online, you're not going to get the 50% off and the 25% off. I said, I know that's why they want us to call in the store and let y'all know so y'all can do it. And he said, no, he said it doesn't work that way. I sat there and I argued until I figured it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to happen. So I did get it for 50% off, which is still cheaper, than regular price. But I didn't get the additional 25% off. So I paid 50 for a 40.
Yeah, that's what the price was.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't fit in my mother's car.
Yeah, that was we were worried about that too. And then when we set it on the place I had in mind to put it, oh my gosh, like it barely, like there is no inch front to back room left. It barely fit there. Yeah. And now I'm worried that it's going to be too much weight.
Gallon?
Do what?
What are you putting in the 40 gallon?
Discus.
Ooh. That'll be fun.
And I guess I'm going to end up having to get them from either Florida or get them from Han. And if I get them from Han, it's going to be the pigeon blood. And possibly the turquoise tiger. I think. And I'll buy like 5 little ones and grow them out. Because they're $25 a piece through Han, I believe. Everybody else, they are a little bit more expensive. So as long as Han has the same parameters that are close to mine, then I'll get from them. If not, I'll have to find someone in Florida. That way that the water matches. Because I'm not chasing parameters except for in the crystal tanks, because I know they have to have like not RO, but dang, they're close to in between hard and RO, in between my water and RO. So I'm going to take and split mine.
You're going to mix it with RO?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think if I split it or cut it in half, I think it'll be just right for crystals, because crystals are in between. They are Caridina, but they can withstand more than the regular Caridinas. I've been told. I could have gotten wrong information, but that's what I've been told. So, and Chubbs, he raises, those crystals in his fresh water, just regular, like my water. But he doesn't have babies. Is that because he's only got females? Is that only because he doesn't have enough? Or is it because of the hard water and they can't hatch? I don't know. But I figure if I can just cut mine in half, I'm going to try it. I'm going to test the TDSs. Because that's what I got to get down. I've got to get my TDSs down for them.
Yeah, I'm going to try and keep crystals within the next, month or so. And then I'm going to try and breed them.
Have you got them already?
No, I haven't. I'm going to get them sometime. Within the next month or two.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and breed them.
Yeah. Because I don't have a plan on, getting any right now. I'm going to get the discus first, but I've got to save a little bit more money. I got the tank and I got to get the stuff to get in it, and then I'll get the discus. So hopefully within a few months I'll have those. I did pick up Rainy. Hush. I did pick up some more, I lost 2 of the goldfish that I got the other day, the Shabunkins. And since I was at Petco yesterday, I picked up 3 Arandas. I took the Shabunkins, the 2 Shabunkins that died. I took those back to my LFS and I told them, look, just give me credit for it. And then I walked out and ran. I was in a hurry. I was like, here, test the water if you want to, and then they did because I had took an extra bag. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't because they know me. But they called me and said there was nothing wrong with my water. I said, I know that. But I told them just give me store credit for those and I'll be back later. And then we went to Petco and I seen these Arandas were pretty nice. So I went ahead and got those. They scare me all the time because they just hang out and I feel like they're sick, but they're not. They're just chilling. That scares me until I get to know them real well. And then I also picked up a female Dumbo, not a male this time, but a female, and 2 marble angels. They had like 4 marble angels, but 2 of them did not look good at all. Like they weren't going to make it at all. Not even if I brought them home and tried, they just weren't going to make it. But these 2 looked fairly good. They've just stressed out. And so far so good. Everybody's made it till this morning. So
Welcome, Lunatic Fringe and Mismatched Socks.
what's up,
And
Chewy?
Shimon 64.
Chewy don't sleep either. He's been with me in every stream I've been in. So he don't sleep either. Hey, Colton. If you want to, you can go ahead and start like getting hooked up and loaded. That way when I get off this stream, we can roll.
Welcome, Science Gal Aquatics. Good morning, everybody.
Ish. Okay.
Edgewood weed eater, gas, mowers.
Probably just our mower because I don't know if Sunny's is going to crank. And I think
Good
something else.
morning, Holly.
You can both crank both of them. If not, just ours. Sorry, we've got to go mow a commercial property that I've got when I get off the live stream. So I was telling my oldest what to grab to hook up and load. Greg, working and lurking.
Well, it's going to be cool to have Discus.
I can't wait. I
It's
know you
exciting.
can't wait. I know you're excited. I'm excited. We're both excited. Oh,
You have to
Yeah.
update us when you start putting substrate and stuff in the Discus tank.
yeah. And I've got a crown tail beta that I need to video and show you guys. This dude is gorgeous. I'm not a gold person. Really don't like yellow and gold, really. This guy is pretty. And he's a crown tail, which there's 2 things right there that I don't like. I don't like crown tails and I don't like the color gold. But this guy is like amazing because he's gold, but he's got this frost look to him, like somebody was freezing him, and he started turning like icicle white. And
Oh,
so
that's cool.
he's frosted, through the body and then the tips of his tail. Everything else is gold. He's really cool looking. And he's got pretty good, not perfect conformation, but pretty nice conformation. And I had to get him. And I'm trying to find a female to go with him. First I was gonna do a Dumbo, then I was gonna do a crown tail. And now I'm back to maybe doing a Dumbo because I can't find a crown tail female. So I don't know. I did buy the Dumbo female, but we'll see. We'll see. Because if I breed the crown tail, what'll happen is I'll get short fin crown tails, long fin crown tails, Dumbo fin, pectoral fins, and mainly smaller. Well, I say Dumbo, I mean big ear. So I'll get smaller big ears, so they're not as prominent and big. And some of them will have big ears, and I just don't. It's hard to be able to sell them that way because you got to wait until they're grown out to know who's going to have what. And a lot of times the females take even longer. So I think I may just keep it species like Dumbo to Dumbo, crown tail to crown tail. Big J, good morning. Addictive Hobbies. I like that name. Just, I wished your liver closer to me. I would get you a 75-gallon tank for your dick. I know, Petro Man. And it may happen at some point. I know that for a large amount of them that I need it, but I think I got a plan. I think it'll be all right.
How many discus do you plan on putting in there?
I'm only getting 5 babies for that 40. And then once they start growing out, I'll do what I got to do. Whether if I need to buy another 40 and move 2 of them or 3 of them over to, I'm not going to let them get snished, to where they don't have any room at all. I'm not going to let that happen. But, and then for grow outs, I'll need a bigger tank too. But if my husband would move me to the outside room, I could have a 75 because it's on concrete and everything. Being in the room that I'm in or any room in the mobile home, there's no way I can set a 75 in here.
Yeah, 60 was like the biggest I could go for discus.
Yeah.
Only because I have so many other tanks in here.
Well, I could, like I said, if my husband would move me out to the room that he was going to move me out to, then I could do it.
Then you could have a lot more tanks.
And I could have more tanks, yes. I think that's the reason he won't move me out there, though. He doesn't want me to have any more tanks. I mean, he's already complaining that I never come to bed, so. What do you do?
You don't have a bed?
Yeah, I have a bed. I just don't ever get in the bed.
Oh.
I sleep in the recliner or I nap in the recliner because I don't go to bed I don't go to bed, sleep 8 hours and then get up and start my day. Like I said, that my day never ends. I just get cat naps. So.
Yeah, you sleep like 3 hours.
I went to sleep at 4 and then got up I woke up at like 7 for a minute and then went back to sleep. And then I had my alarm set to get up at 8:45. And so I jumped up, ran in there, did my face real fast. And then when I sent you the message that I'd be up in a few minutes, I was trying to get my coffee made, but I ended up knocking over the thing the mat that I keep my duckweed on that's drying out. I knocked it over. And so I had to pick all that up. And that's why it took me a little bit longer than just grabbing my coffee.
Petrolman said just go with 3. You need lots of water changes and keep the nitrates below 10 parts per million. And they will grow. Keep water temperature above 82 degrees for the 40-gallon tank. You might be able to do 5 if you were going to separate them.
That's what I had planned on doing 5 and then separating them as they got bigger. But if I had the chance of just being able to grab 3 and get male and female, then that would be fine. Because then 2 of them would pair off and I'd have an extra. But You know, it's just, I don't know. Because once they pair off, I'm great. The others, I'll sell, and then I'll keep the pair. Would you say 10 parts? What,
Below
Chemo.
10 parts per million.
my TDS or my nitrates?
Nitrates.
I don't know what they are now. I don't know what my nitrates are now. Is there a test for separately for nitrates?
Yep.
I don't
API does a liquid test. It has a liquid test kit for
Let me
nitrates.
Let me check.
And they have freshwater master test kits that you can
I've
get.
got one of those. And okay, I see it. Ooh. I don't ever test my nitrates. I always test my ammonia and my pH. And I bought the master test kit. I just don't
Yeah,
ever use
Han
it.
keeps their discus at 7 to 7.2 pH.
Okay, that's what mine is. My pH is 7 to 7.2. It comes out of the tap at 6.8, but once it's in the aquarium, for whatever reason, it raises 2 points every time, 2 or 4.
Their hardness, I think general hardness is 0 to 3, it might be, or 0 to 4. And their carbonate is,
How do you get these suckers open?
I think it's 0 to 5, or 0 to 4 for their carbonate hardness. What are you trying to open?
The API test kit lid.
There's a small
Oh,
open.
I see. Break. It says break. It tells you what to do. Duh. See, I haven't used it because I've got other tests, the same things that are in here. I've already got other ones that are singles, except for the nitrate. I've got KH, GH. Why are there 2 nitrates?
Because it's a 2-part test. You do 10 drops of the first bottle, and then you shake it, and then 10 drops of the second bottle, and then you shake it, and then you let it sit for a little bit, and then it generates the number, and then you line it up to the color chart.
You know, when my when they were testing my water at the LFS yesterday, I told them, well, I said, since you're doing it, I was like, test my calcium. Well, either she couldn't do it right, or I have like no calcium in my water, which I didn't figure that I had much, but I add calcium stuff, to it, because I kind of had a feeling I didn't have much, but either her test showed nothing or I really don't have any.
Nitrates or
No, calcium.
calcium?
Yeah, calcium. All right. It's the first time I've opened this sucker. It's cute. A lot of people don't check nitrates. That's the problem.
For the API bottle, for bottle 1, you do 10 drops in the vial that's filled for 5 milliliters, and then I shake it, and then you shake bottle 2 for 30 seconds, and then add 10 drops, and then you shake the vial for 1 minute, and then wait 5 minutes for result. Is this your first time using the API nitrate test?
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, because I change my water so much, so I don't worry about my nitrates for guppies and
Are you testing the water out of your tap?
angels. No. I'm testing the water out of an aquarium. You want me to test my other water?
Well, you should. Well, if you want to test it out of your tap.
Oh, wait. I don't need to put that. Why not? Let's do it. I'll have one for a tank. What tank? Tell you what, I'll do it for my shrimp tank. Man, I just put lotion on my hands. Dadgummit.
You have like a pipette you can use?
Yeah. I'll do my shrimp tank. And I'll do my shrimp tank and my my tap. Wait, I don't want to drink Red Bull yet. I'm drinking my coffee. Okay. All right. Let me get I don't even have any paper test. I used to, but I can't read the freaking colors right. I don't think so. It doesn't give you in an emergency. I could see, I guess, grabbing a test strip.
Yeah, because they're like a general idea.
Yeah, right. But if something was crashing, I would want to know exact. I don't know.
Discus keepers are always test water. You will get good at this. Just very important. Discus need very clean water. Yeah, I talked to Discus Hans about their discus, and he said he hasn't tested his GH or KH in 10 years.
Dang.
He doesn't generally test his water that much. He kind of just, because he knows what his water is, and he ages his water.
Yeah.
Kind of like Petroman does it. Petroman uses RO water,
Yeah.
and then has minerals in it. But Discus Hans, they use like 100-gallon containers, like cubed containers,
Yeah.
and then he pumps his tap water in there, and then uses Brightwell Chloramex as powder form as a dechlorinator, and then lets that age for a little bit.
What
And
good is it letting it age? What good does that? You put in dechlorinator in it, so what does it matter about letting it age?
I don't know. I've never aged my water. I know Lisa KG Tropical, she uses catappa leaves in her tank. In her discus tank.
Yeah. And I use them in a lot of my beta.
Yeah. Welcome, Bates and Genetics.
Hey, Bates and Genetics. Bates and Genetics.
Lunatic Friend said no such thing as nitrite and nitrates and ammonia test kits in the 60s and 70s.
They didn't have them in the 60s and 70s, and that's why they aged the water.
Maybe that's why Discus Hans doesn't test like his GH and KH, because he ages it.
But how long does he age it for? Hey, is Bob in here this morning yet?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Okay.
Here, what if I check what he said?
Greg, that tank looks amazing. He just sent me a picture. He redid his 55, and it looks amazing.
Okay, what Discus Hans said is, Brienne, we keep them at pH 7.0 to 7.2, temperature 86 to 87, 2 water changes a week, 30%. He ages his water with Chloramex powder form. He hasn't checked his GH and KH in the last 10 years. And then he sent a link to a document that gives like a care guide for discus. If you'd like me to send that to you, I can.
Yeah. Hook a sister up, girl. Hey, what's up? Sweet potato. Yeah, give me a few sweet potatoes. Okay. Bye. My puppies are constipated. Well, they are. So I gotta get some sweet potatoes and mix it in their food.
Aw, poor puppies.
I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna go fill these two up.
Okay, don't mix them up so then you know which one is which.
Yeah. Watch me do it. Oh, where is my beaker? There. That worked.
We have water. I think our water is 6.8, 6.6 or 6.8 out of the tap water.
Oh,
We have well water though.
and tank.
Sorry, I'm typing an email to Jess
Okay.
with the link to the care guide.
Well, I'm gonna drop that. Okay. And this tank, I was gonna rechange the water again today because of after the die-off, and then the ones I couldn't find. Okay. This one.
Because you unplugged the air pump.
Yeah. When the air pump went out, I'm sure there were still some that I couldn't find. So I was going to rechange the water again today. So this is kind of cool. We'll know what it does if you still have dead bodies left in there. Fun. We're in chemistry. Bob, did he come back in?
I don't see him.
Okay. As we're doing this, give me just a second. I got to reply to him. That is. And I don't even know who I got to look back through my emails and find out who my special guest is Monday night. Chubbs asked me like 3 days ago, and I was like, yeah, I think I got somebody. No, I hadn't had time to slow down to find it. I had a list, and the dog actually tore up that piece of paper, and that's for real. Lennon's puppy did.
Wow.
Not my puppy, Lennon's puppy.
Wow.
He also chewed up my black dress shoes, which I hardly ever wear dress shoes. I have one pair of black dress shoes. I wear flip-flops most of the rest of the time, and tennis shoes, and boots. But I have one pair, and he ate them. Okay, Jefery. Wait.
So, Jess, I'm typing you a pretty long email.
One. Okay.
It's kind of just including what I've been taught about discus, or what I'm gonna do for the discus that I'm gonna get.
Is Jeffrey in here? Jeffrey Watts. Fishy Biz. Good morning.
Good morning, Fishy Biz.
Edgar Hayes. Furlough. Olivia. RB. Yeah, I was going to ask that about the discus. Is it okay to use sponge filters, or should I use like a hang on the back?
I'm using sponge filters for mine just because I've heard from the higher temperatures that it can decrease the level of oxygen in the water.
Yeah.
So air stones or air bubbles, they allow more oxygen for the water. But I know that Petroman will probably tell you to use a canister filter.
Oh, ain't doing a canister filter.
And some people say sumps, but you can pretty much use any.
Yeah, I'm not doing a
I don't
sump.
see why you can't. So I would go with sponge filters because you can run multiple off of them.
Yeah, I can put 2 big ones, one on each side.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
And I don't remember what.
Sorry, I'm still typing.
You're fine. You're fine. JDR Aquatics. Yeah, Jeffrey Waits is Watts. Why? I don't know why I want to say Waits. I do know why I want to say Waits. I have a friend and his name is Jeff Waits. So that's why I want to say Waits. I want to throw an I in there. Hey, here you are, Jeffrey. Good morning. And I need to know if you want me to hold your gift certificate from yesterday, or if you want me to send you a gift certificate and then later you can use it. I mean, you can use it either way, but I need to know whether you want something you can hold in your hand or if you want me to just hang on to it knowing you've got a $50 credit. I need to let Bob know.
That was really nice of Bob.
Bree, I'm going to mute this for just a second. I need to talk to my son.
Okay. Petroman said, I used 2 big canister filters with air stones. I point the outtakes towards the glass, so there is very low turbulence for my 2 90-gallon tanks. I clean the foams on them every week. Yeah, I've seen Discus Hans tour from by KG Tropicals, and he has all of his systems going down into a large sump, and he does all the water changes on the sump, and it flows through a foam into like pipes down below. And then when he's doing water changes, he just pumps out the water that's in the sumps. And he never cleans like the foam or anything, he said. But it's a pretty cool system. Lunatic Fringe said, my boss bred wild brown discus. I got some of his F1s back at that time period. Petroman said, when I move to Florida in 2 years, I plan on a 180 or 240 gallon discus tank with some. It sounds like a cool setup.
Okay. All right. Did Jeffrey Watt come back? There he is.
He typed,
Not going
yeah.
and don't need a physical card. We'll chat through email whenever. Okay, that sounds great, Jeffrey. All right, that's what I'll do then. Got it. Thank you.
I'm almost done with the email.
Dang, you're just now finishing an email up?
I'm almost done with it. Yeah, it's pretty long. Because I'm trying to think.
Okay. Okay. Let's test. Oh, wait. Heal that. Yeah. Let's test some stuff. I got more of those to read in a minute, but. Okay. Sorry, peeps. I'm glad y'all are just keeping yourselves entertained in chat. Shake
Email
it.
just sent.
Woohoo!
It's like that long.
Wow.
I pretty much wrote down everything. From foods to plants to temperatures.
Sweet.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay, which one's which? This one is the tank, and this one, the one on the right, is on at a tap, and the one on the left is out of the tank. Okay. I don't like ornamental discus. What's ornamental discus? The ones I'm getting?
I wonder what it means by ornamental discus.
Yeah,
I like pretty fish. I like pretty discus.
me too. I don't think nitrite, not nitrate, not nitrate. Nitrite. Where's the other nitrite? High range what? High range what? High range pH. Ammonia. Nitrate. I only have one nitrite bottle.
Yeah, it only comes in one nitrite bottle. But for
Okay.
nitrate, there's 2 bottles.
And I'm testing nitrate or nitrite? Nitrate. Okay. Straight now. I gotta change that goldfish tank before I go do these longs. The medicated.
I replied to the email that I sent you with like a couple more sentences. So, yeah, it's not that, it doesn't take that long to read though. So,
Okay, bottle 1. Add 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2. This is out of the tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now shake it up, or
I shake mine and I have gotten accurate results. So, if you want to shake it, you can. But you shake the second bottle.
okay. We're gonna shake.
Yeah, I found that shaking it and not shaking it, you kind of get the same results. I just like to shake the vial. The email that I sent you, it includes pH, GH, KH, and temperatures. A nice list of foods that are good for them.
They can't be that much different than my angels and my betas.
Yeah, it's not that much different. I
Right.
mean, you can feed
No, I
them
appreciate
regular
it.
tropical
Well, I
flakes.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can feed them like regular tropical flakes, but with the smaller ones, I did include this in the email that you can feed them 4 times a day. But then Petroman does 40% water changes every day.
Okay. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, at least you guys know I can count to 10.
Yeah, I'm excited to get discus in the tank. After I moved everything that I own.
This lid doesn't
Yeah, when I shake mine, it splashes water.
Yeah.
I moved everything from that wall right there to other locations in my room. So it's just my bed and then the discus tank, which is what I wanted because then I can sleep right next to it.
How long do I got to shake it for?
Petroman says a minute.
You got to do calcium that way too. You got to shake it for a minute.
Well, that'd be cool for you to get discus. I'm happy for you. I did include some items that I have for them. You can also use stress coat for them too.
I have to put. I use stress coat. There ain't no water that don't go in my tanks without it.
Yeah, I use stress coat for my previous discus. I have stress coat, Fritz Complete, and
I
also
use
their
API.
product for them. And then I also have Easy Green for the plants.
I need to get some more Easy Green. Right now, I'm still using the stuff that I got from the DFW.
Yeah, I
Dallas
included
Fort
in
Worth.
the email that you can that you could pretty much use a lot of foods that are for tropical fish. I have a couple different Rapashi foods, discus granules.
Yeah, because I don't want to pay that much for freaking fish and it die on me. Because
Yeah.
I'm already worried that they got to be shipped to me. Okay. All right. Let's get the book out. Nitrate. We're testing nitrate.
Welcome, Vanessa Kitty.
Surprisingly, out of my tap, it's between 0 and 5 parts per million. I'm going to say. I don't know that this is going to bring up.
The bottom of ammonia doesn't even show.
Yeah.
Green.
Let's see. Hang on. Wrong way. Go this way. There.
That looks closer to.
Well, it does on the screen, but it's actually not. It's actually yellower.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks closer to 0. Only 'cause it looks
It's
orange on
not.
the screen.
10 or 20 on screen, but it's not. It's yellow. It's actually really bright yellow almost. It's funny how the
so it's
computer
probably-
changes the colors. Do what?
It's probably like 1 part per million.
So that's out of the tap. And now this is out of the aquarium. Huh?
That's not bad. That's pretty good for being out of your tap.
Yeah, and then this is the tank that I changed the water in yesterday with all the dead shrimp. And it is actually, it has, I don't know how that happens, but it looks less. Can that even happen?
Maybe there's ammonia or nitrite in the tank. I don't know.
That's cleaning it up or changing it? Is it, see, I get confused. Is it nitrite or nitrate that turns it
ammonia
into the other?
goes to nitrite, and then nitrite goes to nitrate. So
Nitrite?
you're testing the last stage. That's weird that there's nothing in there. Not a lot in there.
Nitrate turns to nitrite?
No, nitrite turns to nitrate.
Nitrite turns to nitrate. I gotta write that down. Boy, my pen don't want to write on that paper.
Oh, Petraman said she has to let it sit for 5 minutes if she's
Oh.
doing the nitrate.
Okay. We'll
Yeah, I
wait.
normally let mine sit for a couple minutes and then it looks done. So we'll see if it changes colors.
Okay, I swapped them, so now the water out of the tap is on the left and the tank water's on the right.
Okay, remember that.
Yeah. I got it on TV now.
Yep, Petraman said ammonia to nitrite to nitrate.
I want my pen right on this paper. Oh, heck, it won't write at all. Heck, just the paper. Oh, man, what happened to my pen? I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I know Petraman and Lunatic Fringe were talking about Corys. I have 2 albino Corys and then 2 panda Corys in there. They don't seem to be, well, they seem to be doing good. I might try and raise the temperature a little bit because I want to keep the tank at 85 to 86. I'm excited to put Discus in there. They're just going to be so cute, and I know it because well, I'm not going to say which ones I got, but the ones that I got, I know that they're going to grow up to look like something that I've seen on YouTube, and that's really pretty. They're gorgeous. I mean, any Discus is gorgeous. So I'm really happy that I'm getting Discus. Welcome, Griffin Fisher. Well, I should probably pick this up. So Amy, Sand Creek Aquatics 2, told me that she's at 575 watch hours. Bates and Genetics said, I want to try Discus and Rams next, maybe Shelly's too. But first I want to focus on the new angelfish I'm supposed to get. This is- Hi, Jess.
Hey. I had to go light the end of my pen on fire so that it would work. Ammonia to nitrite.
Nitrite to nitrate. Zebra plecos, I was told they only get like 4 to 5 inches.
They're awesome. I would love them. They cost a lot of money though. So I figured one day I would just go with the leopard frog. All right. Has it been long enough?
Here, let me see when he said to let it sit for 5 minutes. Yep, it's been exactly 5 minutes.
I don't think it changed.
Can't see it. You can't see the one. Middle of it's cut out.
Yeah, see, they look orange on screen, but they're not. They're yellow. That's weird.
So you don't have any nitrates.
No, not really. Barely.
That's good.
Barely. So there's no reason to check the ammonia then.
Huh?
I said there's no reason to check the ammonia then.
Yeah.
My poor alicorn guppy. I'm not guppy. My alicorn beta. He's not doing good. My really, really pretty one, the white one that's got the sheen on him and everything. he shredded his fins. I put him in the big tank. And I guess there was something in there, a plant, whatever it was, he decided that he wanted to shred his fins on it. And then that made him not feel too good.
Aw.
They didn't cost that much before yeah. I heard that. I wish they were still $35. But yeah, I'll probably just go with the leopard frog plecos instead of the zebras because I can't afford them.
A 3-inch zebra pleco was $35. Wow. Now they're like $300.
Yeah. Especially if you want females.
Yeah, zebra plecos are great, but I wouldn't want to get them because they're so expensive. And if I killed it, then I'd be heartbroken because
That's
a 3-inch.
That's the issue. Yep. That's the issue. You spend a lot. That's what I'm worried about with the discus. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna buy. I mean, honestly, it makes more sense if I was to buy a breeding pair. You know, already mated, breeded pair.
Yes.
Two problems with that.
I watched King of DIY's video on breeding discus. Discus pairs go up to like $600 a piece, but he got like a group of 10 of them for his, I want to say 55 gallon. I don't know, but he got like a group of 10 of them, and then when they started pairing off, within a year, he already had a breeding pair. But when he bought a breeding pair, it took 2 years till they actually spawned.
Really?
Yeah, because they have to adjust to your tank and everything. So it'd actually be better to get
Babies.
randoms, I guess, or babies. Like if you just get, or even if you get adults, like a couple adults.
Yeah. Well, there's two reasons that I didn't want to go with the adults or a breeding pair. Was the first one was because they cost so much, and if I get them here and they're used to one, you know, water, and I've got another water, and they didn't make it, then I was out that much money. The second thing is it's harder to ship bigger fish. So I know it can be done. Don't get me wrong. I know it can be done.
Yeah.
But I know that it is harder to ship bigger fish, and it's harder on them. So that's why I decided just to go with the younger ones. But if I went with a already mated pair, then, you know, I wouldn't have to go through the process of pulling 2 or 3 out of the tank after 2 paired off and, you know, go. But I also could end up with 2 pair instead of just 1 pair. So it all depends on. I got a question. Can one male breed to 2 females? Or are they mated only to each other and that's it?
I don't know. I've never bred discus, but I think because they both, well, like with guppies, I mean, the male just goes to the female,
Right.
breeds to them. But with discus, I've seen them where the female has to lay the eggs and then the male goes up and fertilizes them. So, I mean, if 2 females lay eggs, then yeah, they
Then he
can
could.
fertilized and spawn. But that
I'm
could be
eating it right now. I'm still drinking my coffee. Well, then throw it away. I left it for you. So
maybe. I don't know. You'd have to ask Petroman, but I only see like pairs. You never really see trios. I mean, I've never seen discus breeding trio.
they are not a Harmon spawning cichlid. Chewy, I had no clue what that means.
Maybe that means they only breed in duos.
So if there were 2 females in the tank, the one female will show dominance over the other female. So does that mean she wouldn't lay eggs, period, then, regardless? You're fixing mismatched socks. You're fixing to redo your 120 for tiger and Denison barbs.
Wow.
It's gonna be nice. Oh, a harem.
I still don't know what he's talking about. They pair up. That's what Petroman said. So they don't breed in trios. But I'm sure if you separated like a pair of them, you could probably get it to breed with the other one.
Okay, so that being in question, if you took that male and moved him over, would it take him forever to mate up with the other female?
Welcome, all things fish.
Most
That'd be a
people
question for
basically
Petroman.
mate, and almost makes them depressed when you separate. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they pair up. That's it. Done. Married. No divorcee. Ooh, don't want to do. Oh, we don't want them dead. No, we don't want them dead.
If you could find, I guess, like a cheaper breeding pair, I mean,
Oh,
it's still
dang,
2
fish.
years.
Yeah,
If you get babies, then it'd be 1 year till they're ready to breed,
yeah.
and then they have to pair off.
God, well, that's better than these goldfish. It can take up 3 years for these goldfish, which I think is crazy. I want to check them out. Discus USA.
Discus USA.
Yeah.
Quality discus and angelfish.
Oh, he's got angels too. What?
Those are pretty.
Yeah. But they're all sold out. Oh, man. That's a good price.
For
Pack
what?
of 8. So a pack of 8 dime size is $109. A pack of 8 dime size, $109. I would buy both set of those.
Dime size discus?
Yeah. Dime size babies.
That size?
Yep.
That would be awesome.
I would buy that size, grow them out, have my pairs, sell the others, and there you go. And those are the 2 colors that I want.
And then start breeding discus.
Yeah, and those are the 2 colors I want.
What are they, packs of 10?
Greg, with the way I feed, they'll be ready in a week. I hear you.
Were the babies packs of 10?
8.
8?
Yeah. Packs of 8. We'll have stock available around the end of March. Both it says both will have it will have both around the end of March. So we're in March.
Betcher Man said discus take a while to grow out.
Yeah. He was just picking with me. Greg was just picking with me.
Yeah, if you feed them 4 times a day, Petro Amanda's water changes 40% every day.
Ow. Date expected for the Super Galaxy Turquoise is the 31st, and for the Floral Turquoise, they're April 1st. But I don't know why they call the one that looks like a pigeon blood Royal Flora Turquoise. I don't see any turquoise in that fish. I see that looks like a pigeon blood almost. Maybe not as dark. Hey, you want to share my screen?
Sure.
Okay, hang on. All right. All right. Chewy and Petroman, tell me why this is called a Royal Flora Turquoise. Because I don't see any turquoise in that fish. Now, let's go back. One. Okay, no. Wait. What the heck? Oh, I did the wrong. Ooh, I'm glad it didn't do anything. I hit the wrong thing. Let's go back there. Okay. Now that. Come on.
That's pretty.
That is turquoise. It's got turquoise in it. I can see calling that one turquoise, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, it there?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. Oh, not the way you feed and ready to a week. Speaking about recordings, mine took about 2 years to get it right. The 5th try, they were successful in raising the babies. So don't panic if it takes a couple tries. Discus take a while to grow out. Got it. I'd rather let the pairs take several tries and figure it out on their own than pulling the eggs. Much more rewarding. If you were doing it for money, it might be a different story. Tony Tam's brother, Jeffrey Tan, who owns Asian Arowana from Malaysia. Okay. That's what I did all think. Okay. Naming is often more about genotype than phenotype. Oh, that makes sense then.
Well, that might explain why the other one says turquoise.
Right. Because it's in its blood, not so much on the outside. But those are the two that I would raise.
Those would be pretty.
You like the wild colored ones? What does a wild color one look like then? Let's see. Where would I find the color of a wild one? Let's look on what? YouTube? No. Facebook? No. Google. Wild discus.
Those are pretty.
They are pretty, but I would say those were not that one. But those,
Yeah, because they kind of look rustic.
right. They look like they would need to be, colored like that to be in the wild.
Yeah, they almost look like wood,
Yeah.
color of wood.
The one on the upper left is your female. That one. Wow. I like that right there.
Yeah, the Santarums have that blue on their heads too.
I like the fancies, though. That one's pretty if it's wild. That ain't no wild discus.
Those ones are pretty. I mean, there's no ugly discus. I mean, I'd be happy
True.
with discus. But like, there's ones that I would prefer over others because some are just like really pretty. Like I have. You were saying?
Oh, I was telling Big E's hi, and then I said, true, there's not an ugly discus.
Yeah, because I have like green plants and darker substrate. So if I had a red discus, like a checkerboard discus, then that would like really pop. Like you would see that. But something like a Santarum, they kind of blend in a little more. But I like those ones because they have the blue on their head.
Okay, so these are wild discus colors. Royal blue discus, royal blue.
That's a
And a what? Hawk. Octal blue. Royal green. Royal blue. No, royal. Yeah, royal blue. A linker, red and royal blue. I don't get the color, how they name in the colors, so they must be going off of what you said, the Geno instead of the Pheno. On these, because the names don't match. Look at that big long black line right there, the thick one line.
That's cool.
Going through the middle. It's like it's number one. It's number one. That one's pretty though. I like that one. I like colors, you guys.
Yeah, those are really cool.
Those don't even look real.
Those are really, really like neon.
Yeah. They're calling it wild.
How do you find something like that in the wild? Oh my god. Like it doesn't have any dark color to blend in or anything.
Right. Just check out the red rose blue rim discus. Red rose blue rim. Well, I'm trying. Come on, come on. Okay, we'll just do this then. And rose blue rim.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
Oh, look at the face.
Those ones are pretty.
Blue is transparent and hides well in tannin waters. Oh, I get that. Okay. I get that. These discus, the tiger stripe ones or the tiger ones, they look like water waves. Looks like, when you look into water and you see well, not really looking into water, but when you are in the ocean and you use your camera or whatever and you see all the lines,
Yeah.
that's what that one, that turquoise one right there looks like. It looks like the waves in the water.
Yeah. I mean, they're all gorgeous.
Bacterium discus. Those are pretty too.
Yeah, those look like the wild ones.
They do. Just they look like both. They look like they're the wild ones beginning to mix with the new ones, or beginning to be well, no, to be
Yeah, Petroman, they really are. They're
they
gorgeous.
look nice, but in person they look 10 times better. Oh yeah, Greg, for sure. You know, Greg, that Petco still had that one discus that is badly peppered. I don't think he's going to change colors. I think that's what color he is. I think he's just got all those black spot thingies on him. It looks like somebody took and used sandpaper and tried to start sandpapering the color off of him.
Yeah, those are huge fish. They can get pretty large, up to 8 inches.
Yep.
But they're nice fish.
Yeah. I still like these. But I wonder what they have theirs in water parameters are.
You'll have to contact them.
Ooh, I want to look at the angels while we're here. 41 angels. Holy cow.
Wow.
Albino peony. That just looks like a sun. Blue peony. I like the blue and blue-green peonies. That's a what's his name? George is supposed to be getting breeding for me. Not just for me, but I wanted them.
So I'm on their website right now looking for if there's any parameters.
Bulgarian green, new platinum. Those are pretty.
Oh, wow, those are gorgeous.
Yes, those are pretty. Seal. I have never heard of seal. I don't like the orange either.
Panda kois. Wow.
Filtered water guided by the parameters of either wild or ornamental. Ornamental are easier as there is a wider parameters to work with. Frequent water changes also helps for growth. Yeah. I checked out the checkboard discus yesterday. They are all beautiful. The what checkboard?
Checkerboard discus.
Oh,
If you look them up, they have really bright colors. I bet
Okay.
you'd like them.
I'll look them up in a second. Those are kind of pretty. They're different. I don't think they would sell at my LFS real well though. Philippine blue assorted dime size. Philippine blue pea size. I want to see it, the color.
Pea-sized angelfish.
Yeah, that's that.
Wow, $70 for 8 pea-sized angelfish.
Yikes.
Those
Now
are
look at some of the angel. Yeah. Blue chocolate. The Philippine blue ghost. That one's kind of pretty. Well, it won't let me get closer. There's a bunch of these Philippine blue. I don't like that nuchal hump thing right there on that one. You see it? Almost like
Yeah.
a nuchal hump. I want to go with these marbles. I want just some cheap bell tail koi. Because angelfish have been so hard to get around here. So hard to get.
yeah.
They do. I didn't know that, Chewy. I haven't ever seen one.
I know some discus have the humps on their heads.
That one just like looked abnormally bigger than normal, I guess. So like here's the peonies. Eh. He's pretty. Wow.
Oh, that's a really pretty fish.
That's a pretty one. I like that one.
Of course, they're not in stock.
Of course not. Fiona I don't know how to say that. Pierba. That's the picture. That's the large picture. Wow. Huh. Looks pretty though. There we go. Red spotted koi veil. Zero in stock. Nah. Dang it. I really like that Philippine Blue Smoky.
That one is really pretty.
I didn't hear you, Bree. What?
The Philippine Blue Smoky is really pretty.
Yeah. They take a low pH to get the spawn. Let's play around and I'm gonna test my pH real quick. I'm gonna test the pH that's in my, which I haven't changed that water. I need to do a water change on that tank. But why not? I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Petroman said dime-sized discus are harder to grow out. More than 3 or 4 inch discus, you really have to keep up water changes and feedings. Bateson Genetics said, I'm pretty sure the males get a head hump and the females just get a rounded forehead, typically not always. Bye, JDR Aquatics. Thank you for coming. Lunatic Fringe said it's very hard to get your water down to where cardinal tetras spawn and even lower for ultims. When Jess comes back, I'll tell her to go on Watley Discus.
Okay. You can take that down now.
Jess Petraman said, just go on Watley Discus. Gabe has some really great videos on how to raise discus for beginners.
Wasn't I on that a minute
We were
ago?
on Discus USA.
Oh.
Yeah, Jack Watley Discus.
Affordable discus.
Yeah, they have some pretty nice discus.
Ooh, I wonder if
Alongside Max Discus.
the Rams I'm looking for too. That leopard turquoise is pretty. Oh, that tiger blue panda. I just don't understand the blue thing when there's no blue.
Petraman said, Jess, how much are their breeding pairs?
I didn't see.
If you go all the way up, and then where it says product categories, maybe you can click on the down arrow, and maybe there's... Oh, there.
$600 and $500. So does that mean when I get a breeding pair that I can sell it for that much money? No.
Probably. You can probably sell them for 5 to 6.
Half of that. I'd be happy with half of that, huh? Is there only one pH bottle? Right. What is the high range pH for? Higher than what?
It just measures higher than the standard pH.
They were.
I have both the pH and the high range pH because for salt water, the pH is around 8.2 to 8.3, so you need the high range pH to test.
Oh, I get it. All right, 3. But it's going to be high right now.
The discus that I'm getting on Tuesday are from Discus Hans.
Yeah, I got to change that water. That pH is pretty high. It's at about 7.6. I want to see what the color looks like on screen for this one. Blue.
Yeah, that looks pretty blue.
Hang on.
Yeah, that definitely looks at the lower end of the color scale.
This looks, I mean, it looks a lot darker on screen, but it does match the 7.6. So I got to do some water change on that tank tonight. I knew I did, though. I was just curious to see what it went to, though. Since I had it out and all. How much longer do you plan on going, Bree?
Probably not too much longer.
Okay, I need to go in about 6 minutes at about 11. Would that be a good stopping point for you, or do you have one else? Okay. Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay. Swampy is doing a ladies' night stream at 8 o'clock today. She just scheduled it. Or he just scheduled it.
Oh, okay.
But at 8 o'clock, Swampy's going live.
Oh, okay. Tonight? Okay. I'm going to do
another
my
ladies'
best.
night stream.
Is she here? Is Swampy here?
I don't know if Swampy or Mama's still here.
If not, I'll send her a text. I'm gonna do my best to be there, but I kind of have a feeling I'm getting to the point of pass out.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally sleeping.
Yeah, once I get out of the tractor this evening, it's probably going to be a wrap for Jess for probably the next at least 24 hours. But I can't miss in the morning, but it's late morning. Oh my gosh. Peter, Guppy Guru, will be doing his Sunday morning live stream. And yeah, it's a good live stream.
Are you gonna be on there?
He doesn't do hangouts. He
But you'll
just
be in
does
chat?
them. But yeah, and yes, I will be in chat. I've got to be after what he did for me. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice of him.
Yeah. That helped buy that 40 breeder. Today, I am going to be giving it back when I hit 750, but I'll do it in a form of a gift certificates to my store. To my website, not my well, I guess my store is on my website.
Yeah, store website. Online store.
Right. So yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I know, right, you guys? IFGA. I don't know, Chewy. I don't know if I don't think so. I think that where did I put my notes from last night? Right here.
Welcome, Rounded Rob.
I think I want to. Well, I still know that I want to do my Dumbos, my bigger Dumbos, and so you said to do that I needed to do the Florida WGA, and join the Florida club and show in that one. So I think right now I'm going to kind of steer away from the IFGA and go more with the World Guppy Club Association because of the fish that I want to work on and sell. I mean, not sell, work on and show. So, we had a big conversation last night, Bree. I guess midnight, 1, 2 o'clock this morning. Me and Chewy and Bob and Terry and Kevin. There was another guy there, and I can't remember his name. And then Chewy was in chat, and somebody else. I don't think Petro Man was there last night. But no, I think I'm gonna stay clear of the IFGA right now. Oh, I can get their standards to learn from the IFGA. So I should join the IFGA to get their standards so that I know what to be breeding for, even though I can't show my bigger Dumbos. I can still use those guidelines to use in the WGA. It was a whole, like I said, it was a big, probably about a 2-hour conversation on guppies and the genetics and world shows and the difference between the IFGA and the WGA. And yeah, it was very, very, very interesting. And I learned a bunch that I didn't know. Just IFGA fish related only. I don't know. Chewy. I don't know. Petro Man was there. Yeah, I looked very, I was wore out before I even got a nap today. Yeah. You did. That's right. You did. You told me to go to bed. and I couldn't because I still had to feed fish. So we were all talking about guppies and the different shows and the differences in why it started with the IFGA, and then we got the World Guppy Association. And so we went through the whole spiel on why and where I could possibly show my big ear Dumbos, because with the IFGA, there's not a class. Or you had to find a class based off of their tail, what type of tail they have. But they would automatically, you could show it in a class, but it would probably automatically kick it out because of the pectoral fins. Because usually when you have pectoral fins, you don't have the right tail that the IFGA is looking for, is one of the things I learned. So to be able to show that fish, I would have to do really I know, right, Petro Man? I wish I understood, which is what I learned last night, that when you purchase a guppy from, well, I can't say from who. How do I say that? From people that say they have champion show guppies, that's what they're selling is champion show guppies, or stocked from champion show guppies. They are bringing over fish that do not breed true, because in the WGA, they may be showing those fish in the WGA World Guppy shows because they don't have to be breeding true. You just show your guppies in different classes, and that's kind of why it was made, so that the ones that can't show in the IFGA can show in the WGA. Well, that poses a problem because those fish are being sold as, or their offspring are being sold as pure strains, and they're not, because the hobbyist will get the fish, the pair, that's world champion, line guppies, and they're not breeding true, which is what happened to me when I first got into it and started buying up world class or show class guppies, champion guppies. But they were not breeding true. And so I have worked on this, a lot of these strains. I've gotten them breeding true. Now there still are some things that but can be, worked on to become those world champion show guppies. And so the ones that are being imported from, I don't remember from where. Chewy would know and Petroman would know, but I don't remember from where. But if they're being imported and you're buying them from, well, I can't even tell you that because I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, so the ones that are being imported are more likely the ones that are not going to breed true. A store or a place that buys them and imports them and sells them, those aren't going to breed true. But like if you want pure strains that are going to breed 90% true, then you have to go to the breeder who shows and has those guppies. Right, Chewy? Did I say all that correct? Please tell me I did.
Hopefully.
And it depends on the strains. He's right. It also does depend on the strains. But to be certain, and you want but guppies that are going to breed 90% true, you go to the breeder instead of going through a store or a online store other than me. But that's only because I've been working on the ones that didn't breed true, and they're breeding true now. But like I said, they still could use some work. But my guppies are great for those that aren't showing guppies. But I do have a strain that I do want to show eventually. But I'm not interested in showing. I don't know. I'm just not interested in showing anything else, I guess. Maybe my cherry snakeskins, but again, I would have to. I've got to dissect them to see if they would even. I can't wait either, Sandy. And those are the ones that I'm talking about that I want to show.
The dark, big ear ones.
Yep.
Those ones are gorgeous. Those ones are probably my favorite guppy that I've ever seen.
Komen Puta.
My mother said they are going to have their own special tank.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good because you don't want anything biting those tails and those fins. All right, you guys.
Yeah, we went past the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I've got to say my byes. I've got to go mow, and then I got to get back on the tractor.
Okay.
And I
Just
may-
stay
I
on
may
the StreamYard after we end, a couple minutes after we end.
Yeah. And then I may or may not be there tonight. If not, y'all know where I'm at. My eyes are shut.
All right, thank you all for coming.
It was great. It was a good stream.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. We looked at discus and angelfish, talked about guppies.
That's right.
So thank you all for coming, and until next time.